friends and viewers. If you are checking this out for the first time, thank you for tuning in. And if you're returning, I just want to thank you for checking in again and watching my videos. But before we get started, please click subscribe and definitely try to share this information. My name is Charles here at Nutrition 101. I'm back just to freshen up a few things about intermittent fasting, right? Most frequently asked questions, right? So we went over a few topics with intermittent fasting, and I'll link those down below in the info section, and you can check those out. And now we got the facts, basically the most frequently asked questions about intermittent fasting, just to brush up a few things. So if you're going to appreciate this lesson, definitely try to share this with anyone that you know that might be considering intermittent fasting. All right, so let's get started with no delay. All right, what can I drink? Well, that's the biggest question I get. What can you drink during the fasting period, right? I would say you can drink anything while you're eating, right? Because that's when we're consuming our calories, right? But when we're fasting, we don't want to consume any calories. So the top thing you can drink, obviously, to give a little substance is bone broth, right? So that doesn't move the insulin meter, right? So that's really important. So anything that moves insulin is going to be out of question, right? We don't want to consume that, right? So that's going to be anything with sugar, any juices, any creamers in your coffee, right? Kill it, not happening. All right, we got water. That's an obvious. Tea. No milk, no sugar. Teas, there are a lot of fancy good ones out there, so that's one of my preferences. Green tea, especially because of antioxidants, which everybody needs. Coffee, black. BCAAs, that's your amino acids. If you're not quite sure how to use BCAAs or what they are, I will post the link on the info section below. I did a video on that. Check it out. Electrolytes, very important, right? You can get that through food, but when we're fasting, we want to be able to get that through a powder. I use one that's like stevia sweetened. You could look for that, on Amazon or something. Check them out. Obviously, artificial sweeteners are allowed, so because they don't have any real sugar in it, they're toxic, but they are allowed, right? So anything that's calorie free, you could definitely consume. You can drink. All right. What can I eat? Really? Is that the question I get most? But yeah, it's one of them, right? Well, you eat food, right? That's just to start off with. But it's what are you talking about? What can I eat when? Right? Well, during that 8-hour window, you have 3 meals to eat what you want. Obviously, food choices still matter, right? What you eat. I'm not going to say break your fast with McDonald's, but for sure I would do something like eggs and avocado. So eat the things you kind of normally would eat, provided you don't make bad food choices, right? Because if we're here at this point talking about intermittent fasting, you're watching this video, I'm already assuming that you're making some pretty good food choices in life, and you're not going down that path, and you already know that you need to make a change. So better food choices matter. So what can you eat? Pretty much the same things you've been eating, but just 3 meals a day, no snacking in between. What can you eat while you're fasting? Well, nothing. That's why it's called fasting, right? Is fruit considered snacking? Yeah, it's considered snacking because there are calories in fruit and there's sugar in fruit, and it definitely gets the insulin meter going, right? Because fructose spikes insulin up real quickly. So yeah, fruit is considered snacking. Stay away from it. I would say make your last piece of fruit at around lunchtime, right? Because if you're intermittent fasting and you want to get in that fat burning zone, especially at night, I would say don't do any carbs at night. No carbs, right? So just even fruit's a carb. Try to make that your last consumption of fruit in the afternoon. This way you burn your glucose stores from lunch to dinner, and dinner is going to be protein, it's going to be fat, fiber, things like that. No carbs. This way you kind of stay in that fat burning zone. All right, how long can I do this? All right, or how long do I have to do this, or how long should I do this diet? Well, first of all, it's not a diet. That's one thing, right? It's not a sort of a plan, but it's just an 8-hour window, to eat. That's all it is. So, you should have a good diet regimen, right? It's a good a good plan of what you're going to eat each day, and that's considered a regimen, not really a diet, right? Diets just come and go. This is very sustainable. You can do this for a long time. I'm personally doing intermittent fasting, trying to get it in about 4 days a week. I was doing 2 or 3, but now I realize I can manage it a bit more now. Now my lifestyle has kind of calmed down a bit, and I'm going to try to do it 4, maybe even 5 days a week. And you know, before I go to work, I definitely make sure I'm going to be there seeing clients straight through for hours, so I might just take a teaspoon of coconut oil before I go to work, and that'll kind of hold me off. So once coconut oil becomes like a kind of a staple in your life, that will become a lot easier. It sounds gross now to consume a teaspoon of coconut oil, but it's not that bad. Some people do it for months, right? Depends on what your goal is, right? However long it takes, right? What is your goal? So there's weight loss goals. So anyone that's looking to lose weight might want to do this every day, and with a little calorie deficit diet, and with a high fat diet, ketogenic diet. If you did that and intermittent fasting, forget it. You're gonna lose 1 to 2 pounds a week easily. All right. So if you gave yourself a 500 calorie deficit a day for 1 week, that's 3,500 calorie deficit. You will lose a pound. That's without exercise. Just keep that in mind, because 1 pound yields 3,500 calories. Okay, so keep that in mind. I do it to stay lean, and I do it for performance, right? So that's kind of what you can get at here to intermittent fasting. It just helps you heal, helps your organs do what they need to do, and stop trying to process food all the time. Let your organs take care of your body. So that's why we do intermittent fasting, just to heal and regulate ourselves again. All right, so that about covers it. And I'm sure something else will come up later about intermittent fasting, and I'm definitely going to be on top of it. But if you have any questions, don't forget to leave any comments below, and I'll gladly answer them. Thank you for tuning in. My name is Charles here at Nutrition 101, and we will talk again real soon. Class dismissed. Bye. All right, so if you have not already, just please subscribe to my channel. I'll link that right down here. And of course, check out these other videos and playlists that you might enjoy.